Hello everyone, myself Jitin Matrasolia, and today we are going to solve another LeetCode question. So today's question number is 876, middle of the linked list. This is the title, and description is very obvious that we need to find the middle of the linked list, and we need to return that node. But there is a condition like that if there are two middle nodes, then we need to return the second middle node. Like in example 2, there are total 6 entries, or we can say 6 node in linked list. So if we take the middle of this linked list, then we are getting these 2, 3, and 4 nodes. Then if we get like this situation, then we need to return the second middle node, not the first one. So and there are some constraints like the number of nodes in the list can be range of 1 to 100, and node value is also can be goes till 1 to 100. So and also there are no any other condition or constraints or any etc thing. So now first of all, let's discuss the core logic to solve this question. So basically, we need to travel through the whole loop, and if I talk about the totally simple and good approach, then first we travel the whole linked list at a time and store each node into external vector, and after that we find the mid of that vector, and again we run a second loop to travel through the linked list, and we in that linked list we travel through the mid till the mid, not through the mid, till the mid, and as we reach the mid, then we return that node. Now the main question is why we are using this approach. So if we store each and every node value in another external vector, then we are able to get the same length and size of the vector as given linked list. For example, if in example when there are total 5 entries in linked list, and if we run a loop through this linked list and store each of the element in external vector, then we are able to get vector that looks same like this, right? And so we can say that the middle of this vector is same as middle of the linked list. So if we are able to find middle of this vector, then we are also able to find middle of the linked list. Now middle of this vector is very simple, like the size of vector divided by 2, that is the middle of the vector, right? Now in linked list we need to travel to that middle position. So simply we take an external variable and we plus that variable till we reach at the mid of the linked list, and then we compare that variable through the mid that we get from the external vector, and if the both mid are same, then we simply return the current node that we are on the position, and that node are absolutely the mid of the linked list. So this is the overview of the solution. First I write the code, then I will explain you it with proper diagram that you get proper understanding. So now let's write the code first. Okay, so first of all let's take another temp variable as a list node to travel through the linked list and assign the by default value of head. After that, let's take a vector and type of integer. Let's say give it a name of answer. Now we run a while loop till the temp is not equal to null ptr. We run a simple while loop, and in that first we push back the value of temp, and along with that we increment temp by temp of next. So after this for loop, if I run on after this while loop, if I run on temporary for loop to check whether is our vector are able to store all the values, then we can check it like this: cout I, and with a plus symbol or with a gap. And if for now, let's say we return head to complete the code, and if I simply run the code to check if our vector is showing or not. So for the example, when our head is belong to this linked list, and our output is same as all the elements in linked list, like 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Same in case 2, the linked list is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So our output is also becomes 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So after this both analysis, we can say that in our answer vector we are able to push back all the elements from the linked list. Now I remove this temporary for loop, and now here I retrieve, or I can say I assign a mid variable and give it a value of, give it a value of our answer vector's size divided by 2. Simple, right? Now after this I take another variable as, for example, let's say var as 0, and also I need to take another temp variable, for example, let's say temp1, to travel again in a while loop, and in that while loop I travel till where is not equal to value of mid. And in this I'm going to do operation like temp equal to temp1 of next, and here I return temp1 instead of head. Now what I exactly done here is, first I take out the mid from the answer vector that we made from this while loop. Now for the example when our mid value becomes 2, right? Because the size of answer vector is 5, because there are 5 elements in answer vector. So that's why mid becomes 2, because 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, so it's take the lesser value. So mid becomes 2. And if I print answer of mid, then it will give me the value as 3. Let me do that for you for the better understanding of mid value. If I see out here as mid, and uh, here I will do like answer of mid, then you will get the proper understanding. Okay, so first let's run the code that you will get the understanding of mid. Oh, sorry. Okay, what's the error? Okay, so for now, forgot the error. Let's see the output. Okay, for that I need to solve the error, right? Okay, so null pointer type list node. Okay, so uh, let me see what the error. Okay, so I solved the error, and here I just forgot to add this one term that is var plus plus. I will tell you why I write the logic like this. So our KTS cases are accepted, but we are going to see this. So after taking out mid, if I print answer of mid, then it will give me the output as 3. And for the first linked list, 3 is the middle node, right? And if in case 2, it's give me the 4. And for the second example, 4 is the answer, because 4 is the middle of the linked list, right? Now, after that, what I'm going to do is, first I will take a variable and assign it a value of 0, and take another temp variable to travel through the list again. Right now, here I will use a while loop to track that if where variable's value is not equal to our mid value. As we print the mid value before, so for example, when we getting the mid value as 2, and for the example 2, we are getting the mid value as 3. So this loop runs till where is less than 3, for example 1, for example 2, and where is less than 2 for the example 1, right? Now after that, here I will increase the value of where, and along with that I'm going to the next node using the temp variable, temp variable. Now if I try run the code, then after this step, for example when we get the mid value as 2, right? Forgot this line for now. We are getting the mid value of example 1 as 2, and for after this 24th line, the where value is assigned as 0, and temp1 is pointing to the first, because we are assigning it a value of head node. After that, I run a while loop where condition is where is not equal to value of equal to mid. So mid is 2, but where is 0. So this loop runs, and after that I am plussing the value of where, and that now where becomes 1, and temp moves on the next node. So now temp is pointing to the second instead of first. After that after that loop in loop condition where again going to check, and now where is 1, but it's still not equal to 2. So loop again runs, and where value now becomes 2, and temp move on the next node, and so now temp 1 is pointing to the 3 instead of 2, because it's moved and it goes on the next node. Now where value is 2, so this condition it not follows, because our mid value is also 2. So 2 is not equal to 2. So this while loop now not runs, and our temp is pointing to the 3, and that's why I return temp1, because now if I return the temp1, then I will directly return the 3, and if we return it, then in backend we are seeing output like 3 4 5, because 3 is connected to 4 and 4 is connected to 5. So here is output is also 3 4 5, and if I return this temp1, then it will also return 3 4 5. Same for example 2, it will runs till temp1 is pointing next, and at the end of the loop it will already pointing to the 4, and where value is becomes 3 at that time. So 3 is also is not equal to 3, because it falls. So while loop not runs, and temp1 is pointing to 4. That's why if we return temp1, then it gives us output like 4 5 and 6. Now I hope you understand the code first. Now I remove this line, and first submit the code, because we run the code already and there is no error. So submit the code, and the code is submitted. 0 millisecond is runtime, 100% meet. And now if I talk about the time complexity of this code, then it becomes order of n, because there is a reason. Because using this while loop, we are traveling the whole list for only one time, because after traveling it, we are directly take out this mid, that is constant task. This where is constant, this is also constant. Now in this while loop, we are not properly traveling the linked list. We are just checking that if where value is equal to mid or not. If it equal to, then this while loop is terminated, and we directly return temp 1. So basically using this while loop, we are not traveling the list again, not complete list again, right? So also in worst case scenario, we are not traveling the list again, because so in worst case scenario, we are also traveling the list only one time. So that's why the time complexity of this code becomes order of n. Still, if you have any doubts in this question regarding to this logic or this approach, let me know in the comments. And now let's meet in the next question. Till then, goodbye.